Director's Reflections for January 2nd of 2022. Listin Diario during 2021. Listin Diario closes the year again with extraordinary numbers of visits and audience on its web portal. Between January 1st and December 29th, our website registered 507,981,572 visits. This data represent a return to the rationality lost during 2020, when due to the push of the pandemic, all reading indicators were altered upwards. Listin Diario closes the year again as the leader in digital audience, ranking fourth with the highest number of visits in the country, only behind the giant Google, YouTube, and Facebook. In terms of audience, the year was marked by the peak of hearings on July 7th and the following days when the assassination of the Haitian president Jovenel Moïse took place. But it was also marked by a reduction in the consumption of news content linked to the COVID-19 pandemic, which was the main driving force during the previous 12 months corresponding to 2020. As a curious note, the most sought after local content of the year is related to the pandemic, and they are those referring to the curfew time changes, which the government imposed on at least 4 occasions until ordering its complete elimination. In 2021, Listin Diario launched its video studio, launched immediately for special coverage and with the ability to connect journalists who are on the street, following up on news events with those who are in the plant to improve the contextualization of our usual live broadcast. Listin Diario concludes the year with a new YouTube channel, which from now on will focus on coverage of diarism, maintaining our main account of more than 171,000 subscribers for already established products and special reports. After this 12 months, the Dean of National Diarism consolidated digital products such as El Farol, which maintain its critical and casual voice, which generate uproar and applauses at its introduction. The space led by the journalist Judelka Dominguez celebrated its first year at the beginning of December and already has a private account on the social network Twitter, where comments on Dominican news are being shared. 2021 also helped us to test audiovisual products such as Aquí Te Cuento with the journalist Yadimir Crespo, who gives context and sobriety to the topics of greatest news interest. Ocho Curiosidades with Ashley Ann Preseno has been another of the premieres that remain in force. The same with YouTuber Listin, where our youngest journalists visit neighborhoods and places of interest in Gran Santo Domingo. The year 2001 was guided in audience by the sports and entertainment sections, with a natural reduction of La República, taking into account that we left a year 2020 with 3 general elections and with the appearance of a pandemic as it had not been since 100 years ago. We welcome 2022 with the most ambitious project ever undertaken by the Dominican press, which awaits us after a few weeks. But to talk about that, we will have time in other reflections. May you all have a promising 2022. For Listin Diario, voiceover and translations by Indira Rodriguez.